Chomp chomp, my pals. Hello and happy day to you. I am Happy Dinosaur 1000, and I am doing another slash episode of American Review Anime Batch. That's part or two this time. And this time I'm reviewing the anime series Cowboy Bebop. Right off the bat, this thing is very well written and very well animated. I can see why this is an anime classic. So again, one thing I find pretty cool in here, I'm going to start with the first episode. So it's basically we meet the two we meet two people as the main characters first, Spike Spiegel and Jet. Spike is more of the loose cannon, and in doing most of the muscle work, so working most of the tracking down on and more of the physical work, while Jet is more of doing the research type. And basically the first episode, it is Jet and Spike Spiegel as they're doing their job as bounty hunters, tracking down on a guy selling super steroid drugs. It's called Blood Eye. And basically the chase ends. Basically, and throughout the episode, so it is basically shown that the criminal has a wife who is made to look pregnant, but the big huge belly is mainly a fake. And it actually holds more blood eye to sell. Well, basically, Spike Spiegel tracks them down and gets in a few fights. And basically the criminal and his wife are just kind of want to leave the planet, go to Mars. And she don't get to go there. Over there, both Spike, Spiegel, and the criminal and the wife, are being intercepted by the space police. And she basically just shoots her husband. Saying, "I'm never going to see Mars." And basically, the episode ends with Spike Spiegel and Jet just kind of being like, well, we didn't get the money. But one thing I like about this, it's kind of established that they're living paycheck to paycheck. I'm talking about Spike Spiegel and Jet. Where it's like, the only thing I thought interesting is when and they're in Spike Spiegel and Jet are eating lunch, where it's like this. I made beef peppers, and Spike's like this ain't beef, and he's like, when you're poor or anything can be beef. Is what Jet replies. It kind of gives you their banner. I'm gonna go with episode 2 now. Episode 2 is where Spike Spiegel and Jet are trying to catch a bounty on a criminal who has taken Heim, the space quarry. You can't remember the exact term they use, but it's basically a hyper intelligent dog. And basically, it's a cat and mouse game. And the crook put the bounty on him and wants the beagle to give to certain people. Spike wants the criminal. The criminal lost I'm the space corgi. And so Spike uses him as bait, and he's like throughout the episode like, I don't like dogs, because they annoy me. And it's basically just a fun cat and mouse game. And the episode ends with them. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty tired, so bear with me. The criminal doesn't get caught by him, but Spike does keep But Spike does keep Heim the space corgi. He has his own end, and it's very very fun. Like my favorite part in the episode, is like the chase around the end, and where like you see a couple getting married at the end of their wedding, just about to drive off, and they're like, "Are you like the husband? Like, are you happy, dear?" And the wife's like, "Of course I'm happy." And like as they're saying that, the criminal's like, just like, yeah, I'm taking your car, or enjoy your wedding. Did you use that in the chat? You seen still I like Spike the space corgi. He's freaking adorable. Crap, they're blending together. You want to get word salad? Not the characters, just I'm kind of like this is the second time I'm recording the video because of a freaking technical issue, and I'm tired as hell. But Heim the space corgi is adorable, very charming. It's just a regular dog with a genius intellect. So I'm gonna run over the other characters too that we've met so far. Like I know, like basically Spike Spiegel's hot-headed, and in the muscle. So Jet, it is more of calm and collective. I think I'm using the word correctly. And also the adorable and smart Heim the space corgi. Then episode 3, we meet Faye, who's basically enslaved by a casino owner who she was dead to, and the casino's in space. He's leading into some very 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 fun action scenes. But basically, the casino owner wants this microchip inside a poker chip, that's on the guy who looks a lot like Spike Spiegel. You'll never worry about his face. She tries to get the microchip that's inside the computer, inside the poker chip from Spike Spiegel, and he's just like, it's like nah, I've already lost a lot of money thanks to you playing poker. And he just walks away, and she's like, "Hey, give me that!" Just chasing him down. Like he bumps into the guy that has the microchip, inside the poker chip. And he just gets the two poker chips mixed up. And like the casino slave owner, is what I'm gonna call him, puts a bounty on Faye, after a fight between Spike Spiegel, Jet, Faye, and the casino slave owner. Where both both Faye and Spike and Spiegel, Spike Spiegel and Jet leave the casino. And basically they both Spike and Jet capture Sir Faye, and then the casino slave owner puts a bounty on Faye, and the casino slave owner tries to offer for Spike like 30 like mooplas, I think is what they call all the money in that world. And basically, casino owner is like, as soon as he gives us the chip inside at the poker chip, shoot him to death. And basically, on the casino, there is this one ring around it, along with a support pillar where that blocks the guy's bullets. And using zero gravity spike, it just kind of and it jumps over to whoop his ass. And the guy is about to kill him. Oh man, the episode ends with Faye and Spike, like essentially parting their ways. And Faye killing the casino slave owner. Episode 4, or Spike, like Faye and Jet team up to stop eco-terrorists from turning the entire planet into monkeys. One thing I thought was kind of interesting with this was basically the exposition they give, where it's very natural. Given I will admit, like a lot of things I've seen where it's like it doesn't feel like he's trying to update you on anything. And when Jet tells you stuff about the world, he's more just giving small talk, like essentially about seaweed being kind of run to the point of near extinction, and like people selling it. It's like, let's make it a delicacy. And basically Spike, and Jet are about to capture this one on Crook's bounty, and then run into the eco-terrorist leader, who has a much higher bounty on her head. And they basically he goes through a lot of shenanigans, involving when getting the reward or not. And I'm just kind of like, and I get funny. Anyhow, Faye, he got basically got $30 million. There's lost it all in about a few days. He's when they meet up again, and basically they team up, stop the eco-terrorists from turning that one planet and its humans into monkeys. And then in episode 4 we get a very amusing I'm trying to think about this. When it was episode 5, it's basically Spike Spiegel returning to his own hometown. That's gone to crap since he left. He's basically getting revenge, and avenging his one old friend who another friend of his killed. And the whole thing is told very, very well, story-wise. As basically so far the series has had amazing animation, beautiful dialogue, like amazing visuals. Like my favorite part in this is probably when Spike kills his old friend in the church, where you basically get like a better version of the sad and beginning from Up, but only it's not sad. It's kind of just sort of sad. It just kind of it gives you an idea of what his past was like. and and it was actually very, very amazingly done. And I can and we go over the characters one more time that of our main cast. Spike Spiegel, Eagle, Eagle Jet, at Heim the Space Corgi, right, Heim the Space Corgi. I said that right. I'm making sure I said that right. And Faye, an irresponsible, but effective fighter. And I thought basically the series is very well thought out with its premise. Basically, old west in space. Like if we master interstellar travel, find planets that we can live on other than Earth, it probably would be like the old west, which is basically this film was basically a science fiction cowboy show. Since the name Cowboy Bebop, and actually, the dialogue has always been well written throughout the thing, and the animation's good. The visuals are always pleasing, for the most part, and and basically the characters are pretty fun to be with too. So I give this series so far, this anime review batch, dinosaur approval and a 9 out of 10. That's my review. Thanks for watching and goodbye.